Gregory, I have a few questions for you this morning. Are you building a life that looks good on paper, but still feels loud on the inside? Are you the calmest person in every room except in your own head? Are you chasing a big goal but doing it all alone with no real system behind you? Are you sitting on an idea, a book, a dream you haven't given yourself permission to finish? If you nodded at any one of those, you're in the right place. Great morning. I am your guide master for today, and we're going to go through our six transformational paths. And we're going to really spend some time this morning really understanding why you are in the right place at the right time. Today, we're going to cover these six principles: stillness, scaling dreamer, creator, sports passionate, authorship, and thinker. But before we do that, let's get our mind set and get our position so that we can receive what's very important in this process. So one of the things that's super important is that we must start with stillness. We must start at a place where we understand who we are. So we're going to do a 5-minute exercise today, and it's going to allow us to really prepare. And what I'm going to do is going to be playing some music. I'm going to be getting us all settled in. We're going to be doing some breathing exercise, and this is a safe space. And we're going to practice some stillness. So let us begin this morning. And afterwards, I will be pressing you and asking you for some questions of how you feel. So, how's everybody feeling today? Everybody's feeling okay?
Yeah,
Awesome.
I feel great. Thank you.
All right, great, great, great.
that's the way I feel.
All right. So, what I want you to do right now, as we open up this morning, as we do this amazing exercise, take a seat, put your feet flat on the floor. You can rest your hands wherever you like. If you want to rest them on your lap, if you want to rest them on your table. You don't need to close your eyes, but you feel free if you want to close your eyes, if that's comfortable for you. If not, you can keep your eyes open. Just relax. We're going to spend 5 minutes here before we move into the sixth path, and there's nowhere you need to be right now. There's no appointment that's on your calendar right now. So let's get us started with a breathing exercise. So I'm going to walk you through some exercises and just go along with me and participate. And then afterwards, we're going to hear how you feel. So let's start with 3 slow breaths together. We're going to count to 3. And when we do 1, 2, 3, we want you to inhale. Okay, so let's practice that. 1, 2, 3. Through your nose. All right, let's do it again. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Release. Breathe in one more time. 1, 2, 3. Hold it right now. Hold that for that moment and let it out very slow through your mouth. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Hold it and let it go. Let your breathing settle into its own rhythm right now. You could do your regular breathing. So for the next 2 minutes, we're just going to listen to this musical background here, instrumental, and we're just going to sit in stillness. If your mind wanders, that's completely fine. That's not a failure. Just let your mind do what your mind wants to do. Gently notice and come back to your breath. If you want an anchor, silently ask yourself, what am I bringing into this room today? I'll say it again. What am I bringing into this room today? I'm not looking for you to answer the question. Just if you need something to kind of center in that. Just let the question sink in. Let the question sink in. What am I bringing in today? So as we begin to prepare to return back to the room, I want you to start to bring your attention back into the room. Notice the sound around you. You hear these beautiful pianists playing. Notice your hands. Notice your feet. Take one more full breath in. 1, 2, 3, and exhale. All right, open up your eyes right now. That if you are closed, and that stillness you just sat in, that's path number 1. Everything else we built today stands on that foundation. Discipline today, freedom tomorrow. So anyone want to share how did you feel today beginning your day with a piece? So what's one word you want to share? Brother Lauren, the golden boy, what's one word you felt going through that 5 minute experience?
Centered.
Center. Okay, Brother Victor, what's one word you felt going through that experience?
Enlightened.
Enlightened. Awesome. Dr. Pena, what's one word you felt going through that experience of getting started?
Relaxed.
Relax. Okay, yes. I felt determined. And Sister Rosario, Sister Martha, what's one word you felt going through that experience?
Martha is in the studio, but she's not showing her face.
Okay.
Martha sent a message. Let me see. She sent a message that she's not listening well. She said that
Okay.
she's not listening to you well.
Awesome. No problem.
Everybody listens to Gregory well?
Yes.
Sister
Okay.
Rosario, how did you feel about that?
Relax. Stress
Relax.
free.
Okay. Awesome. So the stillness that we all felt, all powerful words there, is not just a warm up. It's the first of the 6 paths that we're going to walk through today. Stillness is where everything else gets built from. You can't scale a dream, create with intention, and compete with discipline, write your story, or think clearly if you've never learned to sit still first. So let's go back to our 6 paths here. I'm going to share my screen. And as you see here, we're going to cover all 6 paths today, and you're in the right place at the right time. The question I asked each and every one of you as we go through these 6 steps and we just finished stillness, I want you to write down which of these 6 paths jumps out at you this morning. You could have all of them, but today, which one jumps out at you? So let's go into the stillness piece. Really focuses on daily discipline, really reset your nervous system, and obviously puts you in a position of excellence. So our scaling dreaming path is the next path in the process. It turns the vision into a system that you could execute. So as you could kind of say that those are some big words right there. Uh, path number 2 isn't about dreaming bigger. Most people don't have a dreaming problem. Vic, you don't have a dreaming problem, right? No, you're shaking your head. No. Rosario, you don't have a dreaming problem. What?
No.
No. What they have a structure problem. That's what it is. We dream very big, but we have a structure problem. A dream without structure just stays a dream. So our goal in the vision, in the scaling dreamer path, is to have a vision that becomes a plan, written, dated, and sequenced. Dr. Pena, what is our vision for 2026, December 2026, that you shared with us and that we all impart? That is our vision to end this year strong. What is that? Because I know that it's embedded in my head, but you had us say it, you had us write it down, and you repeat it all the time. What's that vision for those who might be
The
new on this
scaling
platform?
dream is to become a GOAT, MRR, to have a monthly recurring revenue of $1 million by the end of the year, following one innovative path, which is the school path. And I think it's possible to do it.
Awesome, awesome. And what are the things that's executed in path number 2, the scaling dreams? Plans become systems. Dr. Pena is not going to generate $1 million without having great systems, people in place. Systems becomes growth, better structure, more, less of the hustle. So let's go into our path number 3. I'm going to share my screen again, and I'm just looking for champions to give me some feedback on if you can see my screen. Give me a thumbs up. We're going to go into the creative path. You know, one of the things that we believe is that building something today is going to allow us to outlast tomorrow. So that's the creative path. Consistent output. We put value first and we share it with the public. And why is that important? As you kind of look at the creative path, you know, one of the things that we want to do is this is where structure produces something. Creator is a discipline, not a mood. The willingness to make something imperfect on a day you don't feel like it. And that's the thing, that's a key word right there. Output is identity. You become a creator by creating repeatedly. So the question I asked this group, What have you been waiting to feel ready for that you could have started today instead? Write that question down. We're gonna share some of those question answers later on. What have you been waiting to feel ready for that you could start today instead? So as we look at our creator path, we want you to ask that question. We're going to encourage you to focus on imperfection and consistency versus waiting for perfection and doing nothing. So again, we're gonna keep on going, and we're gonna share the next path as we move along. And you can let me know if you see my screen. So the next path that we have is our sports passionate path. We want to discipline our body every single day. We want to have movement every single day because we believe that physical activity is non-negotiable. Dr. Pena, is that negotiable or non-negotiable? Some movement every day is important, right?
It's non-negotiable. It's every
Non-negotiable.
day.
Every day, whether you sit and do exercise on your chair, whether you run in place, whether you step outside and go for a walk, there are many opportunities that doesn't require you to go to the gym. Doesn't require you to go to the gym. So our ability to compete with a purpose closes the gap between where you are right now and what you're capable of becoming. Discipline under pressure, the refusal to quit, trained and training and training and not being stubborn. So, Lawrence, you I've learned that you have a sports that you're very passionate around. Could you share with the team what it is, and is it an easy sport to do, or does it take time and consistency? Could you share that with the group?
Sure. Um, that would be the cold plunge.
Could you tell those who don't know what that is? What is that?
Sure. Cold plunging involves taking, you can start with doing cold showers and working from like 15-second up to multiple minutes, all the way to doing a plunge in an ice bath.
And a plunge in a nice bath, isn't that that sounds a little scary? That sounds a little nerve wracking. Is it you warm up to it, or you do it overnight, or it takes some time?
You have to take time. The training that you can start with is cold showers, getting your body
Awesome.
acclimated,
So
and then
you can
working
warm up to
towards.
it and get ready. So like Victor and Dr. Pena, who are runners, you start with 1 mile, then you do a 5K, then you do a half a mile, then these guys are doing marathon. So awesome. Thank you for sharing that. So my
You're
question
welcome.
to this team, my question to anyone here, where in your life have you been playing it safe in the shower at your house versus a cold plunge instead of playing to win? It sounds like Lawrence is winning. Congratulations, Lawrence, on taking on a pretty hard sport, but you're a testimony that with effort and practice and repetition, we could do all things. We could run a marathon if we wanted. Would you agree, Lawrence?
Totally.
Awesome,
If you
awesome,
have a goal, you can work towards it.
awesome, great. So let's go into our next path here. We're going to go into our authorship path, and again, as we express the importance of these being in sequence, we understand that writing your story is powerful and impactful and connects with people in a way that you don't understand. So, what we're encouraging you in the authorship is not to write a novel and not to write 1,000 books, it's to document your journey. What we want to do is to establish your legacy, and we want to be able to hear your voice with a purpose. So, Sister Razara, I know that you're working on a book and you were inspired with your life story. I'm not looking for you to share that at this moment, but could you share what was powerful when you started telling people your story? Could you share what that felt like when people started to say, "I want to learn more"? I want to hear what her story is. I want to buy her book. What did people tell you?
Well, I felt empowered
Mhm.
that I was able to do a good to humanity. I was able to help others to overcome some challenges. So I felt strong. I felt that I was helping construct a legacy and help others at the same time.
Thank you for sharing that, and can't wait for that book to come out. Path number 5, the authorship, is where you take ownership of your own story. every path before this gave you material. Authorship is where you decide what material means. So owning your own pen, it's your voice, nobody can take it away. Turning experiences into messages and publishing over hiding. So my question to you, team, Dr. Pena in particular, what part of your story have you been keeping to yourself that someone else needs to hear today? You have a lot of stories, you have a lot of books, but tell me something new, Dr. Pena. What's one part of your story that you've been keeping to yourself that someone needs to hear today? What would you say, Dr. Pena?
The stories of the crisis of masculinity that we've been working for the last, we've been researching for the last probably 15 years, and that is happening in front of us. Um, how men are losing themselves in the process of educations, work job, great opportunities, and income. And there's something about that we can do, and it's part of I can say, an archetype. It's an archetype of discovery, archetype of coaching, also finding a community, finding a group, finding their own tribe, and following some process of how to become better as being a man, which has been lost for the last couple of probably 30 years. And that's a project that we put in right there. It's no height. We're researching, making notes, and at any point it will go into a book.
Wow, I'm blown away, Dr. Pena. I've heard so many of your stories, and today is just a perfect example that every day we have a new story that people need to hear. And I just can't wait for you to express that, Dr. Pena, because that's a powerful testimony and a real life experience that we need to kind of hear. So as we kind of keep on moving on, we're going to go into our last step here, our thinking step. Now, one of the things that we believe that we need to feed our mind and we need to continue learning. And one of the reasons why this is important in the thinker piece is that the sixth path, the thinker path, ties all of the other five together. It brings clarity of decision making. It steps back to see the whole board instead of reacting first. So, one of the things that I learned from this beautiful audience here is that sometimes you have to slow down to speed up. You have to ask better questions and deciding and just not analyzing. You got to make a decision. So today I ask you, as we look at the thinker path, as we looking at reading so many amazing books that fuels us, what decision have you been avoiding because it's easier to stay busy than to think it through? Wow, that's a powerful question. What decisions have you been avoiding because it's easier to stay busy than to think it through? So, as we close out this morning, these are our six paths. You walked this morning for 5 minutes in stillness. You walked with our foundation. We moved into a structure, a discipline, a fire, a story, and a clear mind to run it over. So, looking for folks to share what was your takeaway today in this experience of the six transformational paths, and what other paths jumped out at you this morning? Anyone want to share?
I'll go.
Go ahead.
Usually I'm all about the stillness, but today I'm about the creator. I feel enlightened, like I said before, and I feel a lot of pressure to create, you know, times lay ahead where I'm looking to create things that are going to benefit not just me, but my family and all those around me. Because the platform that I'm working to create is for impact to all, not just for me.
Awesome. Establishing a legacy. Sister Rosara, what jumped out at you as we talked about the six transformational paths today? What jumped out at you this morning as we're reflecting on what we do every day? Every morning we do this. This is a great experience for folks who might want to join and participate in this exercise every day. What was your takeaway?
You know what? This morning I saw another example of what it means by the 60p pills. It's like all of the parts depends on each other. They are all integrated. It's like a set of multivitamins that we take. So we need the stillness to set the stage, to be able to create, to dream. We need exercise to be able to be more healthy to be more vigorous, eternal life. So I really saw how what is the meaning of the 60 peoples. All of the components are part of a complete transformation. And I'm happy that I was able to experience that.
Appreciate you for sharing that. Brother Lawrence, you've been instrumental in creating a platform for us. We have a website. You can see it on the banner below. We have a school community where people can plug in. And we welcome everyone to come in and learn more. Go to our website and plug in. But Brother Lawrence, what was your takeaway this morning?
I think focusing on the dreamer path and revisiting, making sure all my dreams are spelled out properly
Awesome,
with
awesome.
my plan. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. And Dr. Pena, you have gone through this experience every day. You are a leader and you encourage us to participate in all of the 6 steps all the time. But to this morning, when you woke up and started with stillness, what was the 6 paths resonated with you the most this morning? You're muted. You're muted. Unmute.
I love.
Go ahead.
I like it. Working on it every day. This Friday, the winner of the $5,000 manuscript is gonna end the International Meta Poetry uh, Literature Awards. Is gonna be revealed, not revealed, but finished, and then all the manuscript will go to the judges. So we're gonna have 1 or 2 books this year of meta poetry. We have been working for the last 4 or 5 years now, and it's all about the authorship act. It's about getting the right manuscript, the right writing, the right meta poets, the right meta poems, the right books, and then just bring it to the people. Just publish it. You can have a lot of idea, but you have to bring this as a legacy to the people, and that's what we are for about.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, thank you all for sharing. So join us every morning at the same time. And we're going to spend 40 to 60 minutes together and we're going to collaborate. We're going to plug in and we're going to receive what each and every one of us need to receive every single day. So we're looking forward to seeing you in our community because we believe that there's a lot of benefit and value being here. So Dr. Pena, I'm going to let you close us out. As the founder, CEO of this enterprise, what are your final words for today?
Come to us, get on foundation. Go to the website, go to school, and you start with foundations at 999. So come be part of this amazing club and community that we have built for you.
Awesome, awesome. Well, again, we thank you for participating in our 6 paths exercise today. We all participated and walked in, so we believe that this is a place where you can grow and expand and dream. So discipline today means freedom tomorrow and legacy forever. We see you all at the top because the bottom's too crowded. Thank you all. Have a blessed day.
Bye.